Hi, Cancer Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the wonderful zodiac sign of Cancer, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, using the melanated classic tarot deck. I'm going to clarify those cards with the Egyptian tarot. I've already pre-shuffled both decks. I'm going to shuffle the first deck a couple more times here, and we will begin. All right, so your past card. The end of confusion. Having options. I feel that you've made a choice. This is the 7 of Cups. Oh, and before I begin, because I'm getting the influence of Pisces here, I'm doing a spotlight series here for this round for the zodiacs here. And so that's why we have this background here, and this will be used for all 12 signs, starting with Pisces. And then we'll move into the next sign of Aries and so on and so forth. I'm going to leave a very lovely detailed description of the personality and characteristics of Pisces moons. This is just an opportunity to honor all of the energy that is within us. And so I'm beginning with Pisces. It wasn't intended. It just happened that way. I do feel it's very reasonable given that Pisces is the 12th sign. And so for all readings, for most readings, they're usually the last ones to get their reading. And so we're honoring Pisces and the Pisces energy that's within us. I just deem it right for the energies that are happening right now, with water being very important. You being a water sign here too. So, yeah, I'm going to leave, again, that information in the description box. And if you know any Pisces moons or anyone with Pisces specifically designed in their chart, do send them love and take an opportunity to say thank you and give them praise and honor. 7 of Cups here. I feel that with this water energy, and this is your energy, Pisces, Scorpio, and Ophiuchus, that this is just kind of speaking to the clarity that has come in for you. You being on the right path, staying in your lane, going within, doing the shadow work here too as well. And with that shadow work, finding the balance that's within yourself. I do feel that this is also speaking to a newer cycle for you, where you're presented with what you've been manifesting. Some of this, and I do feel, you know, all of it, whether it be positive or negative, your subconscious is presenting whatever may come along your path here to help you to either stay on the hamster wheel or get off of the hamster wheel. And I feel for a lot of you, just seeing how this card kind of blends in with this background here too, that you made the decision to get off the hamster wheel. I almost see this energy kind of looking towards this energy here. Like maybe seeing this like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Because this looks like a reptilian here on the end here. But seeing this wreath here, it's just giving me the energy of like the Olympic Games and being a champion and a victor and overcoming and making a choice for yourself by being in your shadow energy here. Your shadow energy being Capricorn. Very strong Saturnian energy that's coming through. This mushroom is sticking out quite heavy here too. So I do feel that with some of you, there's some elevation that has taken place. And for some of you, you have made the choice to kind of dive into shrooms. I can feel the buzz. Yeah, that just came through. And I hear it's very trippy. Very trippy and can take you to some very interesting and different heights. But no more confusion. Having made a decision for yourself, after having learned from past cycles here, and what I'm noticing too before I move on, the energies that is surrounding this cloud here, this huge cloud, all of the color ones that match this, like this one's over here behind in transformative state, so possibly being materialistic here. This energy, I'm getting more of one being about being in their ego. And then this kind of being that last round, like not even a last round, but being elevated and being on a different level, a higher level, and being presented with this, you manifesting this for yourself, subconscious coming through here. Again, to give you the option to either stay on the hamster wheel or get off of the hamster wheel. And I do feel, again, for a lot of you that you have made the choice to remove yourself from that hamster wheel. Your present card. Yeah. I'm off the hamster wheel. You have owned, and look at the colors here too. It's like you've taken that energy and you've owned it. Transmuted this for yourself. It's all, and I've never even realized this either, just how pretty and purple this energy is. It's covered in that shade of purple. The energy of purple is also a color of royalty, but it's also the colors for Sagittarius and Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus energy coming through here with the number 13 there. This overall breaking down to a 4, 1 and 3. 4 is having to do with stability. And then also your energy with the 4th house energy being Cancer. That centered point within yourself, that balance is here. I do feel too with the energy of 13, this is a galactic energy. I was picking up some very strong things for Ophiuchus yesterday too. So if that is kind of ringing to you, me speaking on Ophiuchus, I do encourage you to do some research and do some extensive stuff when it comes to the sign of Ophiuchus. And maybe see how that's connected to you. Or if you have Ophiuchus in your chart, do a little bit more diving into that. But this is a transformative energy here. I feel that's just kind of speaking to what it is you're moving away from. Again, getting off the hamster wheel, having learned from choices that you've made before. And then for some of you, you know, moving into, and this doesn't even have to be about shrooms. Mushrooms just in general give that vibe of that nostalgia of moving along on a certain path that's not like any other path here. And so I feel that you've taken the choice to do something different because you want different. And this being in the Death card here. Body of armor here, but we have the skeleton here. So it's like you're dying to the old and moving into the new. The sun is rising here. Energy of Leo there. And I always see that here as like this could be about family structure, moving away from old societal ways of thinking, 3D programming, as one is elevating, possibly realizing that certain things you were being told to believe just trusting the energies that have been around you for most of your life. Realizing that, you know, the answers are within you, and you're to follow those answers that are within you and not necessarily what others have been telling you that have been outside of you, who may not be on that particular level that you have decided to take on for yourself. Everybody's not here for the same thing, and you're moving along on your path here. So there may be, you know, with family here, I'm just seeing that, you know, some feelings may have had to be hurt. But as you're moving away from what no longer serves you, it's going to help you expand to move greater into your purpose and that happiness and that joy that's designed for you. And you're also setting a very strong example for those that are around you that don't understand what's happening right now, as you're moving forward and initiating action towards helping and healing yourself. And this is all for greater stability here, because what may have seemed like it was supposed to be stable, you discovered that it was not. It may have been causing confusion, causing cloudiness, and you having to go within this shadow space here to discover that truth for yourself. You've discovered it off that hamster wheel. Now you're moving forward. The red energy coming through here. This is a card of Scorpio here too as well. Scorpio coming right before a fucus. So that could be significant for you there too. But we have the presence of all of the water energy, which I think is wonderful. Technically, these are both 2 water cards. So that's super. And I feel that with that amount of water, this just kind of speaking to the power that you've really truly stepped into, being strong in your Cancerian energy and definitely protecting what it is when it comes to matters of the heart, matters of the home, family structure, and standing up and doing what it is you think is right when it comes to family and the identity of that, and not staying in something that looks the part, but actually you're moving towards something that actually is the part, and that being the illumination there. And as you're moving into this, the sun's going to rise and shine on all of this here. I feel it's going to also help these individuals that are here. So I'm getting more of a masculine energy. So even if you're feminine, this could be more about you too, finding more balance by moving into your masculinity and having and maintaining that balance there. This is a very strong galactic point here. And so with that, I do feel, because it's almost like with the power of the galaxy, instead of going all the way to the card of 21 and the major arcana with the world card, I do feel that this is kind of attesting to the end of a major cycle here, with this being a galactic number of 13, coming into a completion. And the card after this is Patience, card of Temperance, 14. And that breaks down to a 5. That's speaking to the change that you're bringing in by having this transformative energy here. Dying to the old way of being and moving into more of your destiny. Having healed, knowing your truth of royalty and your true destined path. Materialism coming through here, seeing this energy here, this feminine energy. It looks like an older feminine energy. So this could be a mother or grandmother who was a part of that conditioning. And everyone comes into this lifetime to play a particular role. But I do feel there's a matriarch here, and not necessarily being right in front of the horse, because perspective is everything. Like, you can just kind of take a glance and see this energy here in front of the horse, but I don't see that. I see this horse being more forward and moving forward, while this energy here being more towards the water there, standing in the energy of gold here. So that I'm getting from that materialism and that castle there, and moving past this, where this matriarch may have the conditioning, and this may have been keeping you stuck on what life should be like when it comes to material wealth, material gain. I'm also getting to that, I'm hearing, like staying with individuals who have the same amount of wealth. So regardless if, say, this person has, you know, met someone or have met people that maybe didn't have as much money as they did, it wasn't okay with this individual here. So rather than living from the heart space and living from the soul space, living more on egotistical space here, and a certain mindset, and it's to no fault of anyone. Again, we all come into this life with a particular role here. And I do feel that this energy was presented in a certain way, because we do come in, you know, we're all soulmates. It's possible that in past lifetimes, this was not a mother energy, but decided to come into this lifetime as that, to be able to help this individual here, which I do feel is you, to overcome that particular obstacle of being caught in material, 3D material perspective. I'm getting Romeo and Juliet too, where Juliet, I do believe was, I'm 41, so it was a long time ago since I've read the story in high school. But if I remember right, it was Juliet who was the one who was more poverty-stricken, and her family, maybe the maid service, the help service, and meeting Romeo, who comes from wealth, and those two, that beautiful story of those two having such a hard time trying to be together in society and receiving so much adversity, but both of them truly, really, genuinely loved each other. They were soulmates and had a very strong, and I'm talking about like I don't know what the exact original is, but I know this is the one that came out before whatever came out in the 90s. It's an older version. But you could feel the acting was so good in that too. You could actually feel the love between Romeo and Juliet in that movie. And that's just what I'm getting. I'm getting that someone is moving towards their soulmate, living from the heart space, and not living their life based on what others want for them. And I'm getting this energy here as someone who is working on their identity, not really knowing who they are, and possibly attempting to be like someone else. And this energy moving away from this too. And then this child here, I feel this child was somewhat of a catalyst for this energy to move forward. An inspiration, an inspirational soulmate that came into this world to help this individual here. A lot of sadness, but through that sadness, it's like dark night of the soul energy. Through that sadness, there's going to be so much more joy that comes from this. It's that blessing in disguise energy that's coming through. So let's get to your future card. The King of Wands. So what I'm getting is that you're moving into greater leadership. And I was also seeing this individual, if this is you and that energy that you're moving into, you kind of looking back as you move forward, staying in that reflective state as you move into this newer cycle here that I was picking up on here. So moving into that newer cycle, you're just kind of glossing back on how far it is that you've come, what you've had to go through. I am getting that this is quite a painful experience here, but you're strong. It's about having that strength and finding that strong sense of being within yourself. We're never given anything that we can't handle. Energy of fire here, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. A Fucus coming through very strong here in this card and this card. But moving into greater success here. A strong person who is one that is building something, an entrepreneur, someone who's very businesslike, has this Ace of Wands beginning. The other thing that I was getting here too is that there's a meeting of soulmates here. So the energy within yourself, you're being met with this on the outside with another King of Wands energy here. By overcoming these obstacles and moving away from what no longer serves you, moving towards the sun, that being that Leo energy here. So I do feel that this is two soulmates that are coming together here. Two true soulmates that I feel there's been some connection, possibly some confusion and choices that were made. But those choices that were being made is all designed to bring this connection together here. Again, I do feel that you're moving into this wonderful leadership here for yourself. You're leveling up. And it has been for quite a few readings in the past that there's been a King of Wands in reverse. So I feel that this has provided some growth here. And it's possible, too, that for some of you, looking past that growth energy, moving away from what no longer serves you, where there may have been some confusion, you may have been dealing with a King of Wands in reverse in the past, realizing what you no longer want to deal with, and transforming yourself and your energy from within so that you're manifesting more of what it is that you wish to see, and you're moving towards this King of Wands energy here. Seeing almost like a wand energy with this energy holding the flag here. But this being like a like a deco flag, like a deco wand here that was made into a flag. A very creative individual you are. And take what resonates. Just take what resonates. But I am getting this being you here and being very centered, being very balanced, moving into greater here by making the decision for yourself and choosing for yourself. And you're meeting up with a wonderful King of Wands here. This person could be into infrastructure, construction, industrial engineering, someone who is seen quite highly in the community, a very accomplished person, a very strong, brave, courageous person, one who goes for what it is that they want. They know what they want here too, and I feel that is within you here too as well. Moving forward into that, again, being met up with what is inside of you here. But also kind of looking back as you move into greater, not forgetting where you came from. And that being a very important part of your foundation. Not getting lost in the sauce. And knowing that as you move forward into greater, it's very important to have that with you. Not to carry that burden, but to know that so that you don't forget and that you're able to also help others. By having those stories and by having that experience and that wisdom gained. All right. I like that. That's awesome. And this is also Emperor energy, that 4 energy that was coming through. The 1 and the 3 here coming together. Masculine, feminine, divine. And then with the 10 here, that being overall ending here. And coming into a new beginning. And I'm seeing here too, like the doubling of the 5. That just kind of speaking to the change that needed to happen. You definitely knowing what it is that you want here. The 5 and 5 making this 10, bringing this ending, but then the progression from a 2 energy into a 3 energy. All right, so I'm going to move this over here, the deck here, and we'll start clarifying. Let me reposition myself. All right, so let's clarify the 7 of Cups. Clarify the 7 of Cups. The 4 of Wands. This is what you've chosen. Stability. Sound structure when it comes to family. This is a family person here too. Father energy there with the Emperor energy. I am getting an Empress energy here with this 3 here too as well. And then High Priestess energy. Using your intuition to do what's best for you with that 2. 2 being the card of the High Priestess. 3 being the card of the Empress in the Major Arcana. An Empress energy being met up with an Emperor energy here too is what I'm getting there. And it's not gender specific. But getting back to this 4 of Wands, this is strong soulmate energy. 2 individuals who are coming together. I feel this is speaking to the overall balance that's within you. I'm also seeing the transmutation energy where we have a scarab beetle, but the scarab beetle is also in the energy of a bird here, which is pretty magical. So I feel that's also speaking to the coming together of these 2 individuals who are at a higher level here of spirituality, but also able to manifest. Strong magicians here. Where the scarab beetle energy is one who takes their poop and turns it into gold, which I think is super awesome. And then the bird energy, I'm just getting that having to do with the transformation energy and being that free-spirited energy. Also being very strong in leadership and very powerful. But also to, like with the wingspan and just kind of seeing the wings going over you, that kind of being like a detoxifying energy that's healing. And it's like a soft energy of a blessing, I feel, that's just kind of whooshing over you and bringing in this 4 of Wands energy. This could be about marriage here too. And seeing this 2 energy, the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. One is upright and one is turned upside down. And in the midst of this is that magic there. And so it could have been about indecision here between 2 individuals. But bringing that together, having a knowing, having learned from the past here. This is 1111 energy here too as well. Make a wish. Wands energy is fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. And then again, your energy, 4th house energy coming through there. You choosing matters of the home here. You choosing this 4 of Wands here. That being very, very, very important to you as a part of your foundation there. And I feel this is, again, going back to you listening to yourself and doing what's true to your heart and your soul. That Cancerian energy within you, but then also the Capricorn energy coming from Saturn and that structure and that responsibility and that organization. And staying in that lane of integrity where it's laying out and kind of setting concrete to your foundation. And you being led and met up to this King of Wands energy. But you choosing here, this clarifying, this choice here, no longer being confused about what it is that you want. And what that true essence of family means to you. So again, moving away from those 3D societal programming structures of what a family should look like, how it's supposed to be, where I feel that things have kind of been manipulated outside of you and around you. And you taking control of this because you know what's in your heart and being true to your soul. All right, so let's clarify the Death card. Oh, goodness. Clarify the Death card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, there's very strong feminine energy here. But I do feel that this is also, and this again is not gender specific, I just feel that this is speaking to your heart space and what truly genuinely matters. What I'm also getting too, if you are a masculine, and this all applying to you, I mean, whether you're masculine or feminine, there's someone very special here that is in the soul space. So you could be feminine and this being a masculine energy here. I'm hearing Taurus energy coming through very strong there. Illumination, message being received, sunlight energy. And these cards here, all the cards here, we have the sun aligning here in the top card and the clarifying card. But I do feel for a masculine energy very strongly here. This going across the board. This being about a feminine that's your soulmate. This feminine having sent the message here. The message of love coming from a Venus space here. That balance. Finding the balance within yourself. You're connecting to that soulmate here. This is someone who's very loving. Who's very giving. A wealthy individual. A wealthy individual, and this could also be about you discovering that soulmate, presenting themselves, and possibly there being confusion because of the way that this Queen of Pentacles is presented on the outside, but you discovering that the truth of this feminine here, and this could be, you know, you too, just discovering that truth within yourself here, how wealthy you truly are in both material and spirit. But I do feel, too, that for some masculines out there, you're discovering the truth of a feminine that you're connected to as a very strong soulmate here. And that message being received through the sunlight energy here. Clarity and illumination on the truth. A masculine finding out that, you know, their past life goes all the way back to Egyptian times here. And we've got an Egyptian bay here. A very strong one. Beautiful. I can, like the floral essence is coming through. The magnetism, the strength, the power, the love and the joy, the knowing from within. A very powerful individual here. And so I do feel, and I'm seeing this more as a masculine energy, but connecting and having that balance with masculine and feminine. So for some of you feminines here too, being strong in your masculine energy, as I said before, finding the truth and discovering that truth within yourself, seeing the awesome, wonderful person that you are. I do feel with that research energy that was coming through, a lot of you looking into that and discovering the truth, knowing that truth within yourself because you're listening more to your intuition and no longer being confused, knowing what it is that you want, which is your soulmate. That I do feel, and it's not just any soulmate, especially with this Four of Wands being here. It's like a destined energy that's supposed to be coming towards you. You moving along your path, being in your power, staying true to yourself. You're finding that truth outside of you here. And so even for the feminines here, You being balanced within yourself, masculine and feminine and divine energy. Moving away from those old family structures where you may have been pressured or made to feel like you had to be a part of a particular way of being when it comes to family. And this possibly being you here, having a loss of identity, dying to that and moving away from that and more towards your destiny here in this King of Wands energy. Pentacles energy is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is your polarity energy here too as well. So with that shadow work, again, I'm just getting strongly more of a masculine energy that is discovering the truth of their femininity here and finding this in the true essence of an Egyptian queen here. After maybe having some confusion about this queen because this queen is not presented in this way in 3D. Or has not been, I should say, because we're moving greater into royalty here. Super awesome. This queen also with that Empress energy. And that's where I'm getting to with the feminine energy. You know, if you're more feminine here, even if this is you, you know, I feel that you're discovering the truth of who it is you are. And being strong in this power always from here on out. There's no looking, you know, looking back. And when I said that, I noticed that this queen was looking back. But this queen here is, you know, this Egyptian queen from a past lifetime energy here. That is within you. And so I feel with this queen looking at this flower, pointing it towards the sun, where there's growth here. Looking also too at this Four of Wands that they know is what they want here. That being about that energy there and looking towards this Four of Wands here. Not necessarily because this energy is moving forward. I just feel that that's the focus here for this Queen of Pentacles energy that is within you. The importance of family. And again, that Four energy being very strong when it comes to your energy, but then also the Emperor energy. And that being the card of Aries, the Emperor. So we're going to clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands. I'm going to take this top card. There's another Pentacles card underneath there. This is a lot of Pentacles here. And I just feel that this is about a King of Pentacles that is moving more into their King of Wands and Emperor here, who may have chosen this Eight of Wands in the past, where it was more about work here. And due to that, and then making that choice, that indecision, the Two of Wands energy from the counterpart energy, and making that choice, they were at a Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. But I feel with the overall energy, it is speaking to the structure that one is moving forward towards with this Ten of Pentacles. And that energy of the reverse could be coming from that King of Wands energy that was in reverse, possibly being a part of that confusion there. I'm going to turn these cards over so I can set this down. But this did want to come out in reverse. And I feel that it's just kind of speaking to what this King of Wands has experienced. And now in a transformative state and taking a look back with two energies coming together. But I do feel very strongly, you know, a masculine, it's just very strong here. Masculine and feminine coming together here. But I am getting, with this being in reverse, this masculine kind of looking back on what it is they've gone through, how they transformed from this energy here. Being confused when it comes to a Four of Wands. Knowing the truth within themselves about what is true to their soul, and this wonderful energy of the Queen of Pentacles being present the entire time. And then being in this state, I feel as the future here, this could be too leaving behind that energy of this. Oh, and look, there's another 8 here. 8 of Wands here. This is messages of love messages here coming in. And see the flower there? That's that connection I feel that between the masculine and the feminine that is always existing here. But as I was saying about that Eight of Pentacles that came through, realizing that choosing that Eight of Pentacles is just going to continue to bring about this Ten of Pentacles. And without this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands life, without that balance within oneself, it's going to keep producing a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So with these two coming together, overall, I do feel that this is about a Ten of Pentacles. But that communication coming through here with the Eight of Wands here, between a masculine and a feminine energy with transformation and change. And I'm just overall seeing two energies having love in their heart, wanting to make an offer to one another. And it's like, what's really in between us? What do we have here? Water. So you may be connecting to someone where you're at a distance, and because I noticed the water here too. In other tarot decks, this water could be dark and murky, but it's not. And so what I'm getting here, there's a path here. Oh, there's a path here between two towers here of water. And that water, we don't see it. But if you perceive that water to have that continuous flow, I feel the possibilities are endless. I feel that being a part of that change in perspective and being true to one's soul and realizing that the water is what's connecting. The water is what's connecting here. Listening to the heartbeat and not outside energies there. Moving away from distractions and that being a part of that new cycle there too. But the water being between a masculine and a feminine, again, there may be a distance, a good distance between these two, but physically, I should say. But that water connection, that intuitive connection is always there. And the scarab beetle, notice the difference here. I feel this is speaking to an ending. Once you move into this King of Wands, there's an ending here when it comes to something that wasn't working for you anymore. But with this 10 and this ending, it's coming into a 1 here of a new beginning. So beginning on a different foundation that's going to be more stable and sound here, where I do feel it has to do with a connection. Moving into that is going to create, again, a stable 10 of Pentacles. Love messages coming in. A heart. Oh, I feel the love. And I feel the energy of two people who miss each other. They're just being too much in the way. Everything was designed to take place just as it has. I feel also to bring light to the strength of everyone involved here. So we've seen what's on the bottom here. Let's see what's on the bottom of the other one. Oh, look at this. A contract. So it's possible too, with this being in reverse and then also seeing this in reverse, with the death process here, there may be an ending when it comes to a soulmate contract. And this just kind of being expressed here with that 8 of Wands. But I am getting, because this was in reverse here too. So possibly, you know, that communication ending between two soulmates. And that could be in that 3D sense there too. And maybe that's where the confusion was. And I feel that overall message being about listening to the water, listening to your intuition and listening to yourself. That message coming through from Pisces. So I want to say too, if, you know, you're not getting enough water, do make sure that you're staying hydrated. Drink lots of water. I feel that's going to help you to make the best decision, to keep going forward, making the best decision for yourself. As you keep moving forward, you may be meeting up with the King of Wands energy here, who in your life carried this 10 of Pentacles in reverse